What kind of man builds the largest land empire in history through fear alone? A man whose punishments were so brutal that entire cities surrendered without a fight. No mercy. No second chances. Only terror. This is the dark reality of Genghis Khan and the punishments that shocked the world. Genghis Khan wasn't just a conqueror. He was a master of psychological warfare. He understood something better than any ruler before him. Fear spreads faster than armies, and he used that fear as a weapon. His punishments weren't just meant to hurt, they were designed to send a message that echoed across continents. If a city resisted Genghis Khan, it didn't just lose, it disappeared. Entire populations were wiped out. Men, women, even children. Cities were burned to the ground, nothing left behind except silence. This wasn't random cruelty, it was strategy. News of these massacres spread quickly, and soon, many cities surrendered immediately, hoping to avoid the same fate. Fear became his greatest ally. Some punishments were reserved for those who betrayed him. Traitors, spies, or enemies who refused to submit. One of the most horrifying methods: execution by boiling. Victims were thrown into large vats of boiling liquid, sometimes water, sometimes oil. Death was slow, agonizing, and very public, because the goal wasn't just punishment, it was a warning. Strangely, Genghis Khan believed royal blood should not be spilled on the ground, so when nobles or high-ranking enemies were executed, he used methods that left no blood. One of the most infamous: victims were wrapped in carpets and trampled by horses, bones crushed, organs destroyed, all without a single drop of blood visible. It was both brutal and symbolic. During sieges, Genghis Khan used psychological terror in another way. Captured civilians were forced to march in front of his army, used as human shields. Imagine standing on the walls of your city and seeing your own people forced toward you. If you fired arrows, you killed your own. If you didn't, the Mongols advanced. It broke morale instantly, and many cities surrendered without resistance. Sometimes, punishment went beyond death. Entire cultures were erased, cities destroyed so completely that their locations were forgotten. Survivors were often enslaved or scattered, their identities lost over time. It wasn't just conquest, it was the removal of entire civilizations from history. As brutal as these punishments were, they were effective. Genghis Khan didn't need to fight every battle. His reputation arrived first. Cities surrendered before his army even appeared, because they knew resistance meant annihilation. Genghis Khan built an empire through fear, discipline, and absolute power. His punishments shocked the world and changed warfare forever. Because sometimes, the greatest weapon isn't the sword, it's fear. If you want more dark and powerful stories from history, stay tuned.